What exactly is time? According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, time is a thing that is measured by seconds, hours, days, months, etc. But that's not what I want to discuss today. Today, what I want to discuss is what people are doing with time, how they're wasting it, how you could get more of it. Because quite frankly, it's appalling because so many people are just wasting this resource given to us, while there are people around the globe who would just do anything for a second more of it. Let me first tell you by saying how sometimes time flies, or why sometimes time crawls. And then I'll explain the popular movie Alice Through the Looking Glass. Then I'll tell you about the book by Suzanne Collins, The Hunger Games. And then finally, I will end by a quote by William Shakespeare. So first, why does sometimes time flies or crawls? So imagine you're in a classroom, and it's your least favorite subject. And you stare at the clock. You feel like it's hours when it's only minutes. But why? It's because you're not engaging in the activity. You were bothered with time. But when you're having fun, it's the exact opposite. You are not bothered with time. You're more focused on having fun. Now, let me tell you about the popular movie, Alice Through the Looking Glass. When she travels back in Wonderland, she only finds her friend, the Mad Hatter, very ill. He is convinced that his family is still alive, but Alice doesn't believe him. So, she goes to meet Time himself, to see how she could travel back in time to save the Mad Hatter's family. We see Time in this heavenly place with pocket watches dangling from the ceiling. All of a sudden, he snaps one shut and says, "Your time is up," and the man dies. And then Alice goes on, gets the chronosphere, travels back in time, and eventually saves the world. But what I want to focus on is a man whose time was up. As humans, we only have a limited time on this earth, and it's vital that we utilize every single piece of it. But how can we actually do that? One way is demonstrated by the popular novel The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. There are 12 districts, and 2 people or tributes are chosen from each one, and they enter an arena and fight to the death. The game makers, though, they control the landscape, and they don't make something stay the same except for a couple of hours. So in order to survive, they must adapt quickly. And as must we, as we are rapidly evolving. So imagine that you have this huge problem in front of you. Are you just going to stare at it day and night? No, you have to work on it. Now let me tell you a quote by William Shakespeare. Better 3 hours early than a minute late. You could do so much more with 3 hours left, but you can't do a single thing with a minute late. So, I hope you're doing whatever you want today, or tomorrow, and every single day. And always remember, use your time wisely. Thank you.